Well, here we are in Nuuk, and it is Sunday. It's the third or fourth day of the competition. So today we had the Portage race, as they say in Greenland, and the men's 20 to 34 age category. The drama to me was which one of the Tobiassen brothers would be in the lead. And as it turned out, Ujarneq Tobiassen, who's looking to get his third title, who lost to his brother in the short distance race, was way ahead of him, not miles ahead of him, but a good, 10, 20, 30 seconds in front of his brother, and seemed to be back in top form. And I talked to Ujarneq, and he said that I talked to both of them, and they told me that the first race, the short distance race, was something of an anomaly because Ujarneq had something wasn't fitting right, or he had to stop early, but that was not his normal performance. So we can expect for the rest of the races he will probably be in the lead, which probably gives him a pretty good chance of coming in first place. But the third place in the race was interesting to see. It was a guy I know named Heine Biilmann, who was involved, I recall him in 2015, 14, as a bit of a younger person, but he is in the adult category now, and he's looking pretty strong, and he can speak some English, so maybe we'll talk to him a bit later on. In the women's race, I believe it was Ivingoak in front, as to be expected, and Ida Nielsen was behind her, but we'll get the results of that later on today. And if I didn't see it correctly enough, maybe Ida got in front of her, but those two in front, and further back the other ones, but we'll get all the details on that later on. This is my friend Mona Jensen. Say hello.
Hello.
And when did I first meet you?
Maybe in 2009.
2009? It was,
yeah,
no,
this
it
is
wasn't,
my first time.
it wasn't before that? 2007, 8? 2008?
No.
2009, okay, 2009.
2009.
Yeah.
This is my first time. But my big sister and big brother is the 2008.
Okay. But I remember you back then.
Yeah.
You were a little bit smaller.
Yeah. Maybe here.
and now you were in the Dubcast, the women's 20 to 34.
Yeah. I'm 22 right now.
Yeah. Wow, it's hard to imagine.
Yeah.
So and you were fourth place?
Yeah, today.
Very good.
Yeah. I'm tired.
I'll bet. Yeah. Yeah. So, and now you say you work in Pitufik at the space base in northern Greenland.
Yeah, it is.
What do you do there?
I'm a carpenter, handyman.
All right. What are they building there?
We're building anything.
Okay.
Anything. We can do that with a handyman.
All right. Yeah. So you were coming to the kayak things for many years, and then you weren't for a while. I don't remember seeing you for a long time, and now we see you again. So what made you want to start again?
I don't know. Angelslag he's a
Angelslag?
Angelslag.
She.
She's white me. We do you. How could I say? I can't do that.
We'll look that up.
Like that, maybe.
Wait, what? She wrote to me asking if I was coming to the GM, to the competition.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I said yes.
Okay. You're answering my question as to how you started again.
Yeah.
So Angelslag wrote to you and said, "Are you coming?" So you said you would come.
2 years ago, I'm with Sissimute group, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
Last year, I can't do that because I'm not living in Idriset.
Okay. So there's no kayak Pitufik?
No.
All right.
This is from Qajaq, maybe 5 people, but in Pitufik, no.
All right. Are there places to kayak up there?
No. But I'm gonna make it for me.
All right.
I can do that maybe.
Yeah. All right.
Because I have not kayak right now, so I can find to my good to place to my
To fit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Mona. I notice you're smoking cigarettes. I'm not going to give you a hard time about that. You do what you want. It's your choice. Yeah. I'm not going to make you feel guilty about it, even though I am, aren't I?
But in the 13 woman, I'm number 4.
Yeah.
That's
Very
okay.
good.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
strong woman.
Yeah. You did ropes too, Ashanaya Katarnak, right?
No.
No?
No.
I thought
didn't.
you used to
Yeah.
years ago. Yeah. All right.
We can see in YouTube.
Yeah. Tomorrow was going to be a rest day, but the schedule changes all the time here in Greenland. So the individual rolling event didn't finish. So they had about 5 women and 5 men, I'm told, who they didn't get to on the list of people signed up to do that part of the competition. So on Monday, we will finish the rolling in the morning. In the evening, they have a program planned. We're going to watch a video piece that the Qajaq put together about the rope stuff. Now, one of the people scheduled to roll on Monday morning who didn't roll on the days before happens to be me. I was looking for a way to get out of it, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, so I might have to roll on Monday. And I've been offered the option of using a kayak that Christian D. Yusufson has, that I used last year in the team rolling, that rolls very well. But in talking to Ujarneq, his father, Pavia Tobiassen, has made a new kayak specifically for rolling, and specifically to take advantage of a new rule they've instituted, which counteracts an old rule that they had, that you had to have a minimum amount of freeboard on the kayak, because years ago somebody was making like kind of a submarine, which is so low in the back you'd lay back with nothing in the way and you could roll it very easily. And for some reason they've reinstituted that standard, so all that's required is the back of the coaming has to be above the water when the person in the kayak is sitting in the kayak, and that's legal. So people are making kayaks with much lower back decks to try to take advantage of that, and this is one that Pavia Tobiassen has made. And they let me sit in it today, and I was comparing it to the one I used last year, and I still haven't decided which one I'm going to use. But maybe the weather will be really bad tomorrow and I won't have to roll at all. We'll find out, and we'll let you know on the Dubcast with Dubside.